A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a heartfelt letter, Turkey's First Lady Emine Erdogan has reached out to Melania Trump, the wife of former U.S. President Donald Trump, urging her to advocate for the children of Gaza in the same manner she has done for the children affected by the war in Ukraine. Emine Erdogan's appeal comes in light of Melania's recent correspondence with Russian President Vladimir Putin, in which she expressed concern for the plight of children caught in the conflict in Ukraine. In her letter, Emine highlighted the stark contrast in the humanitarian crises faced by children in both regions, emphasizing the urgent need for compassion and action toward the innocent lives lost in Gaza. Emine Erdogan's letter, which was also presented to President Putin during the Alaska summit earlier this month, underscores the devastating impact of the ongoing conflict in Gaza. She stated, "I have faith that the important sensitivity you have shown for the 648 Ukrainian children who have lost their lives in the war will be extended to Gaza as well, where, in the span of 2 years, 62,000 innocent civilians, including 18,000 children, have been brutally killed." The Turkish First Lady's message resonates deeply, particularly as she identifies with Melania's role as a mother, urging her to extend her compassion to the children of Gaza who are yearning for peace and security. The backdrop of this appeal is Turkey's ongoing efforts to mediate between Russia and Ukraine amid the escalating conflict, which has now entered its 4th year. President Recep Tayyip Erdogan has been vocal in his criticism of Israel's actions in Gaza, accusing the nation of employing hunger as a weapon against the Palestinian people. He described the humanitarian crisis in Gaza as reminiscent of the horrors of Nazi concentration camps, a statement that has sparked significant controversy and debate. The United Nations recently declared a famine in Gaza, a situation that has been met with denial from Israeli officials, including Prime Minister Netanyahu, who labeled the UN's claims as a blatant lie. This declaration has intensified calls for humanitarian aid to be allowed into Gaza, where over 2 million Palestinians reside, many of whom have been displaced multiple times during the ongoing conflict. Emine Erdogan's letter reflects a growing concern among global leaders regarding the humanitarian crisis in Gaza. She praised Melania Trump for her previous stance, stating, "As you stated in your letter, every child has the universal and undeniable right to grow up in a loving and safe environment. This right is not exclusive to any region, ethnicity, religion, or ideology. Supporting the oppressed who are denied this right is a fundamental responsibility towards the human family." The letter highlights the moral imperative that leaders and global citizens have to advocate for the rights and safety of children in conflict zones. Emine's appeal is not just a personal request. It is a call to action for those in positions of influence to extend their empathy beyond borders and to recognize the shared humanity that binds us all, regardless of nationality or circumstance. As the situation in Gaza continues to deteriorate, with reports of widespread famine and human rights violations, the international community is being urged to take a stand. Multiple human rights organizations have condemned Israel's actions, labeling them as genocide and demanding an immediate ceasefire and the facilitation of humanitarian aid into the beleaguered region. The International Criminal Court has also taken steps to address the situation, issuing arrest warrants for Israeli leaders accused of war crimes. Emine Erdogan's letter serves as a poignant reminder of the power of compassion and the responsibility that comes with leadership. It calls on individuals, especially those in positions of power, to lend their voices to the voiceless and to advocate for peace and justice in the face of overwhelming adversity. As the world watches the events unfold in Gaza, the hope remains that empathy and action will prevail, leading to a brighter future for all children caught in the crossfire of conflict. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.